host your next intimate birthday gathering, family repast, bachelorette party, wedding and reception, baby shower, corporate meeting, social club event. Call us today. Don't wait. 901-244-6874. The all-new SVP Banquet and Event.
Welcome to Couch Convo with Coach Karla. I'm your host, Coach Karla, and this is where we give you life tips, tools, and solutions to help make life better for you. Tonight, I am joined by my special guest, Editor-in-Chief of Bluff City Magazine, Amanda Avery.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the couch.
Yes, let's go.
So I've had a chance to get to know you. As some people know, I was the cover feature for the February-March issue, and she's got a copy right there. And so we wanted to get her in, and let me introduce her to you all. Amanda is a true entrepreneur at heart with a boundless passion for all things business. Since 2001, she has been dedicated to supporting and empowering fellow entrepreneurs on their journey to success. As the driving force behind A+ Media Company, Amanda is dedicated to helping entrepreneurs amplify their visibility and brand recognition through high-quality publications, a robust website platform, and custom print products. But to many, she's best known as the creative mind behind Bluff City Magazine, where she serves as the owner and editor-in-chief. Again, welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
So how does it sound to hear all of those wonderful accolades out loud about yourself?
You know, it does sound wonderful, but I'm such a behind-the-scenes person. I'm trying to people do know me as the editor-in-chief of Bluff City Magazine, but I want to put my people that's on the cover, in the feature, I want to push them out front. Okay. But it does sound nice.
It's good, and it means that you're an accomplished woman and somebody that the people in the city of Memphis need to get to know if they don't already know you. So, what made you want to start Bluff City Magazine?
Okay, well, there is a backstory, of course.
Okay.
I actually started out with a newspaper, the Bluff City Chronicle.
Yes.
I did a newspaper, got a couple copies printed, got a couple issues printed, but for some reason it just didn't resonate with my vision. I couldn't see how to make people want to read a newspaper. And even though we do have some great newspaper publications here in Memphis, I couldn't see how to make my vision fit with the newspaper. Lo and behold, Essence Magazine came in the mail, and it was like a light bulb went off. I said, okay, this is what I need to do. And that was the turning point of Bluff City Magazine.
That's wonderful. Yes, newspapers don't get as much traction as they used to get, and I really think that people are drawn to the color of the magazine, and then with Bluff City Magazine, the local focus as well.
Yes, absolutely.
But I love my Essence Magazine, though.
When Oprah had her magazine, I kind of, gleaned a little insight from there as well.
Okay. And so, how long has the magazine been around?
We are 4 years in. As a matter of fact, we started right before the pandemic. I actually interviewed my very first cover, Ernest Fields, aka Millionaire Grind, and right before the pandemic. So it was the very end of the year. 2000 comes up, and I told him when I interviewed him, I'm really not sure what I'm going to do next. I still had the newspaper. I said, but I want to interview you because I know I want to do something with your story. And that's how Bluff City was born.
Yeah, and Ernest has a great story.
Yes, he does. Amazing.
Very inspirational, especially for entrepreneurs.
Yes.
So, you just told me how long it's been in production. Can you tell us about the behind the scenes, what it takes to put the magazine together?
Oh, yes. So, I would say the very first 2 volumes of me putting it together, I did not know what the heck I was doing. So I'm just really by the seat of my pants, and as the young folks say, it was trash.
What?
As far as the look The published and polished look of it.
Okay.
Not the stories. The stories were great. The advertisements were great.
Okay.
But just putting it together to make it a person want to pick it up and say, this is top notch. This is top tier.
Okay.
I didn't have all the elements together. And I knew when I sat down at the laptop, I didn't have a clue.
Oh.
No experience.
Okay.
No knowledge, no training.
Okay.
I just sat down at the computer and I just thought.
Oh, okay.
I just thought that I could do it.
Okay.
But honestly, I really couldn't do it. And it does take at least some research. Anytime you have a craft or a passion for something, you just can't go willy-nilly in doing it. You really have to research, see what it takes, what's involved. And I had to do some research. And I know with my first issue, it wasn't as clean, but it was out there. And so I always think that, hey, it may not be perfect, but at least do it. I had something out there. Wasn't perfect, but I had it out there.
Okay, start somewhere.
Start somewhere, and that's what I did with the first issue.
And that's important because a lot of entrepreneurs get hung up on, I want to do it, but I want it to be great, grand, perfect, and perfection can really keep us stuck.
Yes, absolutely. And if I was vain, I would have said, this is not really what I wanted. It would have been another issue. Well, let me work on it again. But I went ahead and put it out there, and actually the attention was great. And that helped me really to keep going and to perfect it.
So now, you mentioned not having the experience or education.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you self-educated.
I did.
How did you do that? Did you use YouTube University? What did you plug into?
I Googled how to create a magazine, and the first thing they told me, you do need a magazine platform. You need something that you can design the magazine in, which is InDesign. And now we have Canva. So the tools are out there, but you have to educate yourself, put the time in. So behind the scenes, at night, I put the time in. Let me see what this layout is going to look like. I put my best foot forward to make sure the knowledge that I received, it went into the results.
Yeah. Now, I use Canva, and one thing that I can say is, and self-educated myself.
Okay.
But then also, I participate in entrepreneurship classes that come along. Like somebody else said that they're doing a Canva class. I want to be there so I can learn all of the new things that are coming out. And
because sometimes with the updates, there's so many new things, and you're like, oh my gosh, it gets to be overwhelming. So you do need someone that can teach you those new things so you can learn and apply those, to your design.
Okay. All right. So how do you select interviewees for Bluff City magazine?
You know what? I tell you what, I feel like I'm a stalker.
Oh, okay.
So I'm on social media. I'm not visible, but I'm on there.
Okay.
I love to read people's journeys. I love to see the highs and lows. I want to see, I like to read about their perseverance, how they took something and took nothing and turned it into something. Just their path to entrepreneurship. That inspires me.
Yeah.
And so when I read someone's story, that's one thing to make me want to say, hey, I think you'll be a great candidate. Number two, if they have a platform, but mainstream media may not look at them as somebody who needs to be showcased. I want to be that vehicle. I want to be that person to say, oh, they think you're not big enough, but I see something special in you that makes you want to tell your story.
Okay. All right. That's very interesting. So what would you consider to be the most challenging task about being the editor-in-chief, or the most challenging task as far as putting the magazine together?
Wearing all the hats.
Wearing all the hats.
Yes, when you first get started, you don't know what to delegate because you don't know everything yourself. So as an editor-in-chief, I'm interviewing.
Yeah.
I'm transcribing the interview. I'm editing the interview.
Yeah.
I'm laying it out, designing it. So there's so much that goes into it, just putting together, even if it's a 36 page. You have to look at all the element blocks, make sure everything is measured up. It's just a lot that goes into it, and it's so technical, actually.
Yeah.
And so if you don't know everything, there's no way you can delegate it.
Right.
So you have to learn all you can so you know what to delegate and get some assistance.
Yeah.
So I just brought me on an assistant. I'm so happy.
That's wonderful.
Shout out to Jen, honey. Lord, she helps me out so much. So
That's good.
Yeah, so that's behind
awesome.
the scenes, getting some help so you can scale.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And when you said it's technical, it took me back to Canva because, like, I know a lot of times, well, even me doing the show, people think I just show up and boom, it comes together.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes
Uh-huh.
into it. And like, even with Canva, it could be something that's simple, but if there's something you need to move or redirect, it can take some time.
It does, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I just want people to know that, before you launch your magazine or before you start your TV show, there's more to it than meets the eye. There's a lot of work there.
Absolutely.
So be ready to put in that work. WERK. Okay? That's how I spell it. WERK. So, this is a good
Well,
question.
come on, honey.
What was it like to interview me?
Girl, you were easy.
Okay, good.
You were easy. One thing I did, and I always do this, like I said, I'm a stalker. When I knew that you would be a great candidate for the cover, I went to your social media pages, and I just thought you put the gems out there. I know you're passionate about people's mental health, so I knew that was easy. You're not controversial, so I'm like, okay, this will be a walk in the park.
Okay.
And it really, really was. We had our questions. We kind of knew what we wanted to talk about, and I knew your vision.
Yeah.
I knew what you wanted. The reason why you want to amplify Coach Karla.
Yeah.
So once I know your vision, I need to tap into that, and it makes the interview process so easy.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something else entrepreneurs have to think about is being comfortable talking about ourselves or even selling ourselves, because when I was I call it therapy school, when I was in therapy school working on my master's in counseling, I never ever dreamed that I would have to promote myself or advertise myself. And so that's a big part of being an entrepreneur as well. And that's something for people to think about is working on being comfortable, talking about
what?
yourself.
I have that issue too. I have that problem. I only want to talk about Bluff City Magazine. I don't want to talk about myself. But we're one and the same.
That's right.
We are one and the same. And so
right.
I'm trying to get where I'm talking about myself more and not just the brand.
Because if you remember, I was, and that might not be something I share with you, but I was familiar with the magazine, but I wasn't familiar with you.
And do you remember what you told me?
I do, but I don't know if we can say it on here.
Okay.
I don't know if we can say, no, we can't say that on here.
No, but what we're going to say is she didn't think I was the owner, okay?
Right.
But you know what? Piggybacking on that means the quality was just professional enough to say, you know what? I didn't think could be her. I just thought it was a conglomerate or something.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I think we want to know you, though.
Okay.
I mean, because just think about it. If somebody bakes cakes,
Yeah.
I want to know who the baker is, because that
Yes.
tells me something about the product. Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. But okay, so you said it was easy to interview me.
It was.
When you think about your magazine, what legacy do you want to leave, or is that something that you've thought about?
Legacy. Well, I would like for an entrepreneur on their way up to say, I would like for Bluff City Magazine to have a part in that. They're on their way up and say, I got my first big opportunity because I was interviewed in Bluff City Magazine.
Yeah.
One thing I think that cover features and some spotlight features don't understand is they have to utilize this as a tool. So when you are sending out RFPs, when you're making connections, you say, hey, I was featured in. Put that link to the story so they'll know, okay, there is a media company that took time out to share your story, your journey.
Right.
And I think that if they utilize those type of tools, people do it all the time with Memphis Voyager. They'll say, hey, read my story. And that's good. But when you are in a printed, tangible publication, that just kind of, to me, up the notch just a little bit.
Yeah.
So you can use that as a tool to say, part of your press kit.
Right.
So I want Bluff City Magazine to have that legacy to say, I was featured. Nobody really knew me, but now they know me because of this publication.
Okay. Now you mentioned RFP. Everybody might not know what that is. So what's RFP?
Request for proposal.
Okay.
So when you're bidding on a job, so let's just say you have you're with the Shelby County Commission and you're bidding on a job, you have to fill out a request for proposal, RFP. Well, along with your bio, your information, you have a press kit. You put in there that you were featured. Let them read your story and say, you know what, this person will be the best person for the job based on your story.
Yeah.
Okay, along with, some experience and all of that. But I think, if you utilize it the right way, I think it's a great tool to have.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I do know some other publications have reached out to me as a result of seeing me on Bluff City Magazine.
You don't say.
Including the University of Memphis, which featured me on the College of Education website.
Yes.
Okay. So this is really exciting. There's an event that you have coming up this Saturday at 11. Can you tell people a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Music, movies, and mental health.
Yes.
All the M's there,
Yeah.
okay? And let me just kind of share why I'm doing this event.
Okay.
Number one, I would like to have an event for every feature. I would like the community to come out and get to know the people in the magazine. You guys are touchable.
Yeah.
You're approachable. And people may say, well, I saw her, but I would like to get to know her. So this is an opportunity for the community to come out and talk to all the features. That's number one. Number two, I look at the features as a collective and what can we bring to the table. And so you are a therapist, you're a life coach. Angela Green, she's an entertainment attorney, as well as the owner of Memphis Music Bank and On Location Memphis. And then we have Terry Ann Porter, who's a Billboard music producer.
Yes.
So when you think about music, movies, mental health, I want to bring that together. Now, if we see what the current climate is with all that's going on in the news,
Right.
all those people that's in the entertainment business, they're in the entertainment business and things are not going so well for them.
Okay.
However, mental health could play a part in that.
Oh, absolutely.
So when you are in these high demanding industries, music and movies, mental health comes along. You have to have some healthy mental space.
Right.
So we wanted to bring together a community focused event where Memphis is full of creatives. We have a lot of artists in this city.
Yeah.
And sometimes the pressures can be a little bit heavy.
Right.
You need to have healthy mental health space. And that's where you come in at.
Absolutely.
So I thought that would be great to have. And being a community resource, I think that's also helped Bluff City Magazine as a brand. We want to make sure that people can come and be poured into, be helped, and that's what we're all about.
Absolutely. So that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be from 11 to 2.
11 to 2, yes. 1840 Pyramid Place. It's the old Medtronics building, I think. And it's free.
It's free.
It's free. We're going to have a panel question and answer segment. We have a Grammy Award winner, Henderson Thigpen. Y'all remember Woman to Woman. I can't sing, but he was a songwriter and he came from Stax.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we have a local Memphian here that'll also be on the panel to talk about his journey.
That's wonderful.
As a songwriter and the burdens, the ups and downs of the industry. And he'll be able to help and pour into someone as well.
Good. And some people know that I'm a professional singer as well. People, what they say, the jack of all trades. Well, I'll be a Jill of all trades, Renaissance woman. But do have experience as a professional singer and Fisk University Jubilee singer. So anybody who wants to speak with me about that as well, you are more than welcome to do that this Saturday.
Yes, this Saturday, 11 to 2.
But I think you also wanted people to RSVP.
Yes, because we will have some refreshments sponsored by Planned Parenthood here of Tennessee. They are one of our partners. and they love to support Bluff City Magazine, so they'll be there as well with the vendor booth and educational materials. So, Miss Singer,
Yes,
did you sing for Mr. Tony Terry?
I sure did.
And what did you sing?
Well,
Now, see, I got my
it was-
interview hat on. I'm asking you a question.
Well, I mean, I've been on Cloud 9 ever since.
Come on.
But it was for his birthday. His birthday was that following Monday. He has a show on 87.7 Mondays at 4 p.m. It was at Salt, and each contestant had to sing Happy Birthday. It was a competition.
Yeah.
And so whoever won that received free brunch, as well as, autographed picture and a chance to meet him. So that was really special.
Okay. Well, I never heard you sing.
What? Yes, you have.
No.
Because I was singing.
No.
I was singing at my photo shoot.
No, I didn't hear it.
Anyway,
I didn't hear it.
I wanna hear some mellow music, nice and slow. That's one of his songs.
Yes, it is. I remember Tony Terry from back in the day, honey.
And that's the song I really wanted him to sing, but he did sing with you, and he did.
I like that song
He
too.
did a great job.
Good.
It was a really
How
special.
old is he now?
He turned 60.
Wow, amazing.
He does
amazing.
not look 60.
No, he doesn't.
He turned 60. So, as we get ready, we got couple of more questions we want to dive into.
Okay, sure.
What advice would you give to anyone who wants to work in media or to work with a magazine?
Find a niche. That's the very first thing. If you have a passion for, let's say, cooking, you may want to have a cooking magazine. Find a niche. My niche is entrepreneurship. So I love community and entrepreneurship. So, of course, that's my focus. So find a niche first. And then number two, find people who have the time to say, you know what, I want to contribute to your magazine. Everyone that writes an article, they have some type of focus to help an entrepreneur. So that is how I kind of put mine together, just kind of asking people, do you mind writing?
Right.
They actually kind of help their brand as well.
Right.
So I think starting with the niche and then making sure you have time to put it together. Because it can't be thrown together. You have to have time, and especially if you don't have any help. Go through the articles, have some design experience. I do believe you have to have some design experience.
Okay. All right.
And then test it out. Test your model. Get a few copies printed and look at Essence Magazine. Go to Kroger, pick up a few magazines, kind of flip through there and say, you know what? I can see where I need to kind of change some things.
Yeah.
And then pivot when necessary.
And go to events and network and meet people in the field that you're interested
Absolutely,
in.
absolutely.
Whatever field that is, because that's how you learn, get educated. People know that you're serious about, whatever it is that you're trying to do.
Yes, absolutely.
So, I got to ask you a current event question, like the news that's out now. So one of the things that sparked my interest was Big Glow. So Big Glow was on CNN, and
she
was interviewed, and she said one thing about it is at the end of the day,
She said that now.
the day gotta end.
The day got to end, baby.
So it was interesting because people are criticizing how they wanted her to present as a little bit more professional. But what's interesting is, I was talking with someone today and they were like, but see, if she had presented herself as more professional, whatever that looks like, then people would have been saying, oh, she changed and she wasn't herself.
You can't please everybody.
Can't please everybody.
But this is what I will say. There's two sides to a coin. So on one side, she was her true, authentic self.
She was.
I mean, you can't debate that. I follow Glow. I love her personality, and she's true. She keeps it real.
She keeps it real.
Now, on the other side, I do think sometimes when you at a certain level, you do need a publicist.
Yeah.
Only because you may not know how to answer certain questions. And you still can be your true self. Her voice is raspy, it's edgy, got a little edge to it, and you still can answer a question that's polished in your same style.
Right.
So I think, two both perspectives can be true. You can still be your true, authentic self and be polished at the same time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just wanted to get your take on that since
that's
you're
it.
our resident media person. But thank you so much for joining us tonight on the couch.
Absolutely.
You're always welcome. Tell people how they can get in touch with you or follow you on social media.
Oh, of course. BluffCityMagazine.com. There is a contact button there. I'm on social media, Instagram, Bluff City Magazine, Facebook, Bluff City Magazine. You can call 567-7699. We are looking for great interview people. We're looking for advertisements. We want to make sure that you are featured in this issue. We are going on 4 years now, and we're going up.
Okay.
And I'm so excited. Listen, I want to do a shout out to all of my contributors. Bishop Elbert John III, he's been with me from the beginning. Ken with Hot Works. And our newest contributor, Chef Fran Mosley.
Okay.
So she writes for Taste Buds. And my publicist, Sharon Brooks. I just want to say thank you all for just working with me. And our health photographer, LaKeithan, of course. Did he not do a great job?
He did a wonderful job.
He is a great storyteller photographer.
Yes.
So I want to give a shout out and thank everybody on my team for Bluff City Magazine. Because of you guys, we are rocking. We look really, really good. And thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Keep on coming back to Couch Convo with Coach Karla. Good night.
Good night.
Ladies, do you feel feminine during your feminine flow? You know, your monthly cycle, your period? Are you still suffering in silence? The suffering is over. It's time to choose Rain. Rain is an all-natural, premium sanitary napkin with 8 layers of cotton, high-grade polymers, graphene to help cut bacteria by 99.9%. Ladies, let's protect the most precious jewel in the world, you.
Rain Premium Sanitary Napkins do not make any medically backed claims or personal recommendations of any kind. For more information, contact Marilyn McGee. Can you actually imagine hosting your next event at the all-new SVP Banquet and Event Center? Yes! Spacious, beautiful venue with plenty of parking, located in the heart of East Memphis. Let us host your next intimate birthday gathering, family repast, bachelorette party, wedding and reception, baby shower, corporate meeting, social club event. Call us today. Don't wait. 901-244-6874. The all-new SVP Banquet and Event Center.
You're talking about a good time, we all come on now.
Center Stage Gospel Music Live.
We all come on now.
Center Stage Gospel Music Live from Memphis, Tennessee. Featuring gospel artists from around the world. Toe-tapping, hand-clapping, down-home gospel music. Watch on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, and your local Comcast. Download the SVP TV app now on your smart television and mobile device. Center Stage Gospel season premieres Sunday, 8 p.m. Central.